What's up, everybody? Welcome to this episode of the Addison Gaming Podcast, the show where we talk about the games we want to whenever they came out, because that's what we're playing. We'll talk old stuff, we'll talk new stuff, we'll talk everything in between. I am your host, Wicked Gamer UK Allen, but on this episode, you can call me relieved because Metroid's back, and boy, oh boy, is it good. And as always, I am joined by the most amazing co-host in the world, Mike Maldy, aka the most sought-after item to scan throughout the galaxy. How you doing, Mike?
I think I just broke Samus or Viola.
Oh no!
No, she's fine. It's plastic.
Don't worry, for the listeners out there, Mike Maldy dropped the amiibos, but
I'm not trying to resell them either. They're mine forever. Leave me alone.
How you doing, Mike? We got a great episode for you all listeners today. We are going to do our initial impressions and reactions to the first few hours of playing Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. No spoilers beyond that, but we'll do some early spoilers.
Yeah,
but
we're just gonna spoilers.
Yeah, little spoilers, but we're just gonna
not much because I just got Viola. So I've been scanning everything.
Can you tell me about the scanning, Mike? Because that is intense.
I'm kind of like, that's one thing I don't think I like. I know people love to scan, and it was fun at first. But then it takes, if it scanned faster, it'd be a lot better about it. It'd be so much better, actually. With the scanning, it's like, I'm like, come on now, they're shooting me. I'm like, come on now, hurry up and scan.
So like one of the meta challenges or like extra hard mode is like scanning in the middle of a big fight. And then how many times have you I gotten so deep into the fight, I was so worried about dying, I forgot to scan, then I'm like, oh.
And then I died from scanning once I did everything, and I was about to get Viola, and then I died because I was trying to scan. And guess what? I had to start back in the very top because that's where the last save was, and I was like, mother of pearl.
Yes,
and you don't even understand. I had just restarted the generator to get the Viola's manufacturing again, and then I died. And then I had to go all the way back and go all the way down the elevator again to do it all over. So
rescanning as you go. I think if I have to say, if anything, it is really nice that Viola amiibo. Yeah, if anything, the scanning is my most love-hate aspect of this game, because I do love finding out all the lore and the details and everything. But like you said, if you have saved and you get down to because save rooms aren't aplenty, and if you die and you've got to rescan, I suddenly go I don't know if I can be asked, but I know I'm going to be annoyed if I don't keep doing it.
Well, the problem too I had was after you rebooted that generator, everything was rescannable again. I was like, mother.
Yeah, what's going on with the scanning? But I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep scanning. I think I do like it, but I'm not gonna stress.
I heard the only thing you get from scanning 100% is you get to see the full end scene credits or something, or no, the full cinematic theatric, whatever it is. But that's what Skylar gives you, and
that's what I've heard.
When you scan this, that's what you get. So I'm not really gonna need to scan anything else.
That. I just want to touch on that for a minute. That fucking sucks, because what a thing. One, only sickos, and I love you. That's a celebration out there, sickos. That's sickos parentheses positive. Are gonna get 100% scanning for this game. And if you do, please put that ending up on YouTube.
I do like a good 100%, but
But then they released the amiibo, and it's not cheap, and then that gives you the ultimate ending. That kind of feels a little shady.
He also
says I gotta call that.
He's like, I'm gonna get to Samus or whatever. You could say it. It'll tell you. It'll have a taunt. It'll give you
when you touch it in. When you scan it
when you touch it, you get to hear the taunt.
Oh,
and it's several different taunts.
Yeah, like Mortal Kombat taunts. Get over here.
No,
I
can't remember. It was something like you can't escape me, Samus, or something along those lines. But my order came in today from Nintendo.com or .co.uk, whatever it is. And sorry if you see me looking down or looking behind me, it's because my dog is acting crazy.
Time.
He was fine all day while I was playing while I was playing the game, and then now all of a sudden he wants to go crazy. This here is Montezumi's. Look at him
What's up,
go.
Monty? What's up, Monty? For the listeners
And
out there, the cutest puppy has just entered into the
and he
podcast.
has the zoomies all the
Oh, bless
time.
him.
All the
Bless him.
time.
So yeah, what time did your game arrive and all the because you
They
bought the
said
special
between
edition, right?
10:05 and 12:05 UK time, and it got here
Okay.
about 1.
Okay. So
So
not too bad.
but look at all the free stuff it gave me. First off, I got the game, of course, and then it
Yeah.
came with, like, these holographic stickers. I posted a
Nice.
short online, so if you're curious, you can see
Yeah,
it
go
all.
check it out.
But I'm just showing a quick show. These are really nice stickers, and
Mm-hmm.
I love that one, and I'm never gonna
Yeah.
use them, but, they're just gonna stay stuck on here,
The
and,
last the last special edition I got was Metroid Dread when I got the Switch OLED and the
mhm.
game, and it came with like a writing book or something, which I'm
Oh,
like, I'd never use that.
mine just came with, like a art it's illustration book of everything for Metroid Dread, but,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and then my first impressions going along with first person this was the best thing, that free gift. Look how massive this mouse pad is.
That is gigantic. What that's like a whole oh, do you know what that's probably for like a keyboard and a mouse all in one go, right?
It can go completely underneath my, hold it can go completely Monty, get over here. It can go completely underneath my keyboard, and I covered my whole desk, basically.
Sick.
So I could totally use this, for more than just,
I
like, the
also
game.
wonder if what they've done is create it big enough that you can put your Switch on the
That's what I was
kickstand
thinking
and then use
too.
the mouse controls for it. So yeah. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too.
What
And
else was in the box?
a little screw attack
Oh, see
keychain. It's
now
like
that looks
pewter or
cool.
something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yep.
really, really cool. That's such a good emblem, such iconic,
I know.
iconic
I don't know if I'm
Metroid
gonna use it,
imagery
but
there.
well, came inside of this little fancy Metroid Prime Beyond
Mhm.
thingamabob. Then
Very
I got
nice.
Skylar, and we all love Skylar. And uh sorry guys. And then I got Nintendo Magazine, exclusive Nintendo Switch magazine. But then it saw this and it was like free, please take one. I was like, what's that supposed to
Wait,
mean?
but what's on the inside of that? Because, like, is
Honestly, I looked at it and it's just like everything for Nintendo Switch 2. It's like it breaks down what the Nintendo Switch 2 is, all the games that they're gonna have for it or have for it so far.
right?
And then it
Okay.
has in the back, like it has like the system itself and like lays it out what it is. It's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I think it came out prior to when the Nintendo Switch 2 came out. But
got it. So they're
it's
just
basically the
getting rid of
Switch
them.
2 Direct in a
Okay.
magazine.
Oh, that's kinda cool. I
So
like that.
yeah,
That's nice because that's, like, for posterity, you can pull that out and look at it in a few years' time and remember all that stuff. Like, that those kinda
that's
things
what he
become collector's
said.
items. I wanna pull it out and look at it.
So anyway, those
Well,
are my free
cool,
things. I
and
mean, totally cool. I could have got the game for like £45
yeah.
with a 5% save pre-order from Curry's or something like that. And then
Mhm.
but with the pre-orders and all this from Nintendo, it was like £60.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, well, the extra money is technically for all the pre-order stuff. So whatever.
I mean, and if it makes you happy, go for it. I mean,
Everything
because
makes me
Metroid's,
happy.
one of your favorite series, so I think that feels
Don't tell
like
me what my
the right
favorite
purchase.
things are.
I will tell you
You
because
don't
we
know me like
know, I
that.
know, I know. They call you Mike Metroid Maldi for for that reason.
No, they call me Morph Ball Maldu.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's what I should have started with. Um,
Yes.
really good. So let's break it down here, Mike. All right,
Okay.
let's talk about our initial impressions and then talk about some of the aspects of the games, things we like, things we don't like. I mean, we've already talked about the scanning. But first, before we start, I just want to say, Mike, we've got a new Metroid.
We
Like,
got a
let's
new
just take
one
a
after
minute
18
to say
years.
we
We got a new
made it.
Prime.
We've got a new Prime. It's like, what a day it is. It's, I took off work. I bought it digitally. I woke up at 4
You
a.m. and
could
I
have
just had
stayed
a
up.
moment. Well, because I was really tired and I'd rather wake up early and
You're
then
a morning
power
person
through.
anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And so I just sat there for that moment as it was loading up and I was like, man, it's so fucking good when a game's like this comes out and you get so excited for it and you just want to sit down and really get into it. So what a good day. What a good day
Oh
for
my god, so
gaming.
I was freaking out when I put it in there and I did the software update because there's always like download new update for whenever you get a new
Mhm.
game. And then I went to go boot it up and it said error, system error or game error. Please reload. So I did, and it did over and over. Restarted my Nintendo still. I was like, "Woo." I was so confused. I have it on video. I'll post it in the middle
What
of this
happened?
chat. I don't know. So I took the key, the game card out, and I popped it back in, and then it started working. I was like, okay, but still, like it
Yeah.
did the update and it recognized the game and everything. And I was like, what the hell, Nintendo? I was
That's
so
not
scared.
the
My something was
that
wrong
is
with my game
not
card.
the way you want that to happen. You would have been
I'll
so
post it. I have a
depressed.
video of it, and I'll post it like right now. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but there's an error with my software. I guess I need to restart. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, when I went to because I bought it, about a week and a half ago or whatever, and when I went to go, like, because a lot of times it will pre-download and all that kinda stuff,
Hmm.
but it didn't, like, it looked like it was trying to, and it kept, like, Xing out and saying, like, "Oh, it can't do it, you need to redo it." So I kind of was, like, worried, I was like, "Is this download messed up or whatever?" But eventually it worked itself out, I don't know, but, yeah, so Mike, first initial impressions on Metroid Prime 5 4 Beyond. I'm 3 hours
I
into it, I looked
love
at
the
my time.
cinematic part. The
Yeah.
beginning, it was really
So
beautiful.
good.
Samus
Yeah.
said like one sentence, and I
Mhm.
thought that was cool.
Mhm.
Um, I enjoyed the beginning. I felt like a badass.
Yeah.
Um, because I was just like one shooting these pirates, and then what else? And then I was like, "Oh my god, I forgot to start scanning these things," because I was like, "I gotta start scanning already in this world." I was like, "What if I never see these things again?" And so I needed to do that. I didn't scan the boss I had to beat, the initial boss, and then,
Mhm.
so that made me mad. But, yeah, I was thinking just really beautiful. I thought it looked really nice. Did you play
Yep.
in handheld at all, or do you play,
Yeah,
I'm about to.
I've mostly done on TV, and we have a high def 4K HDR
Mhm.
TV, and
I
it's,
don't know
like,
what kind
it's
of TV I
killing the
have.
HDR stuff. It looks so good, as you said, like, I'm just really impressed with the
It
graphics.
looks good, and I don't know if my TV is that fancy, but
Yeah.
it does say
Um,
HDR, but I don't think it's, like, real.
I
I
mean, it
think it's,
probably
like,
has something there, like, yeah.
Temu-ish
Uh
style.
The handheld, though, I did try it, and it looked a little dark to me, like,
Mm.
I don't know if I don't know if it was because it was my TV was so bright or whatever, and then I tried it out for a little bit, but I didn't take to it immediately. I'll have to try it again a little bit more, but, like, it just wasn't really, yeah, I didn't love it in handheld. Plus the controls in handheld after using the Pro controller,
Yeah.
which, by the way, this is the official reason. If you do not have a Pro controller for the Switch 2 yet, get it for this
Yeah,
game.
the
It
Pro
feels so good.
controller, I like so I tried mouse mode, and honestly, my aiming
Oh,
was
you have?
better. My aiming was
Okay.
really good with mouse mode,
Really?
and I
Okay.
was like, "Oh my god, this is so much better," but it was very awkward to play because I just have, like, a TV tray, and I feel
Mm.
like my hands were up here while I was controlling it. And,
Yes.
because I was just sitting higher than I mean, sitting lower than the TV tray was, and so I just didn't feel like that was working for me, but
Yeah.
maybe if I was, like, sitting here and playing in tabletop mode, it would
Mhm.
work better.
Did you try taking your mouse pad and putting it over your legs? Maybe that's why they did it so big. It's like a little
Like a
apron.
blanket,
Yeah, like a little Metroid
like a
blanket.
little blanket to put over me while I'm knitting my knits for grandma. Um,
No, I haven't tried the,
the
mouse
mouse mode
controls
works good.
yet,
I haven't
but
tried the
yeah.
movement thing, like the Wii, like the pointer or whatever, because apparently you can point and shoot.
Oh, okay, cool.
So,
Yeah.
but I did try that. The mouse pad was nice, but I switched back to my Pro controller, I guess, because I was like, "This is more comfy, cozy."
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
let's
it's
build
beautiful. I don't think the NPC Miles McKenzie didn't bug me. He bugged me more in the previews than he did in this thing. He does call like, one time he told me to save, I was like, "Shut up."
yeah.
But then I was like, "You're right, though. Thanks for reminding me because I did mess up and I was like, had to start way back where."
Yeah, I think, you know, the thing with Miles McKenzie, I mean, we're just gonna jump around, like, there's no structure to this, we're just
No
talking the stuff that
structs.
comes to our heads, so, the Miles McKenzie thing, I still it's not as bad as I thought it would be, right? And that's good, right? So
Mhm.
it doesn't obviously get majorly in the way,
I do love how
and
Samus never, ever, like, recognizes him. The most she communicates with him is a she's
mhm,
like,
yeah.
"Teammates?" He's like, "Teammates?" And she's like
Tiny little nod. Yeah, she's like, "Fine if I have to." She basically hates Mackenzie with all of us. Um,
Yes.
and I feel like I can see why they put him in there, right? Because if this is someone's first exposure to a Metroid Prime game
Mhm.
or a Metroid game in any way, shape, or form, like it's for a Nintendo game, it's a little bit more challenging because it's not constantly saving.
Yeah.
So I can get while they're just going like, just check into that save room because if you don't do it, you're gonna get really pissed off and like, get frustrated with the game. So, it's fine, but it's the save thing didn't bother me. It's more the stuff of him going like, "Oh, but, you can't go through that door yet. You've gotta go down this one because the electricity's not on, and this is where
Oh,
you go get
yeah,
the
he did say
electricity." I
that.
was like I just went, "No, no, 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 no," but, like, eh,
When he
I
called me in what is that place called? The something tower, the big lightning place,
Oh,
and
yeah, yeah,
when he called me
yeah,
and
can't
told
remember.
me that it like, "Oh, the generator this, and it's a here,
Mhm.
and it's there," and I'm like
Yes.
I was like, "Thank you," but also I would have
Leave
figured
me
it out.
alone. Yeah, exactly. And I guess, like, I suspect I hope this is what's gonna happen. I suspect, like, they're just giving you a tiny bit of that, like, little
Mhm.
guide on how to read the map and, like, how to think about where you're gonna go next, and then they're gonna stop. But I've heard from a few other, things that I've listened to, from them saying that even when you finally get the Viola and you're out into the main world, he, like, pops up and says, "Hey, why don't you check over here?" So that part
Yeah.
yeah, it really
He does
it's not a deal breaker, but it's whatever, you know?
yeah, he does say at one point, he's like, if you need some help, just call me," or
Yeah,
whatever, and I said,
yeah,
"Okay, not gonna happen, but thank
mm-mm,
you."
yeah,
Maybe I will though, because I'm actually like I told you before, as like past primes, I was like, "I need a guide."
yeah,
And so I
yeah,
remember buying, like, a guide and walking myself
mhm.
through it, and, um, and that was fine, and I'm not mad about that, but, I mean, I kind of like having help, so I'm okay with it, it's fine, it is what it is.
Yeah, initial impressions are for that one, I'd like it to be a little less, but, listen, it's not ruining the gameplay for me because the kind of moment to moment, like, room to room puzzle and action stuff is still really good that I'm
Mhm.
enjoying it enough that I go, "Okay, whatever, Mackenzie, just, fuck off. Fuck off, Mackenzie."
I've been calling him
Yeah.
Mackenzie Zales, but, I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but nobody would understand. It's a show called The Most Popular Girls in School, and it's Barbie dolls talking to each other, and she's like, "I'm Mackenzie Zales, part-time model, cheerleader, blah, blah, blue," and then he's like,
Yeah.
"Who the f are you?" And they're like and she's like, "I'm Deandra, I'm new here." Anyways, it's a stupid show, watch it. It's so funny on YouTube. Anyway, and so I just kept calling him Mackenzie Zales the whole time, just like I'm calling Silex Skylar,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I can't remember Silex, but I think he's pretty cool. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the action and the fighting and the mechanics and stuff.
yeah.
I at first was it it's taken basically getting through the first 3 hours, right? Just getting Viola and getting into the desert for the controls to really start to click with me and to feel like can I can I can do really well if with them, right? There was a first few times I was like, "Oh, this feels really clunky," and I was just trying to get my head around it. But
The scanning
I
was annoying me,
yeah. Yeah.
and then I kept on accidentally doing my, like, guided, "Hey, what is that cup you have there?" I kept doing this guided, the what's it called? The beam, the psychic
The
beam that
psychics
you
I had the
guide?
psychic shot or something like
Yeah,
that, yeah.
and I kept on accidentally doing it, but, like, because I was in scanning mode, and then I wish I don't know, I wish there
Mm,
was, like, an easier way to pop in and out of that. I think I'm gonna use the Pro Controller, any of those little bottom trigger buttons.
yeah,
I'm gonna map one to
cool.
be in and out scan mode, so for my mind, it'll just work better, I don't know.
Yeah,
Um
I wanna pick up on that because I had the sort of opposite problem with that where, because I don't like it, that bit is complicated, right? So because 'cause I'm
Mhm.
so used to pushing X and then clicking on ZL to scan that it's making me do that so much throughout the game that when it got to that really, like, challenging, fight in the second world where you're building Viola with the kind of blob that has 3 points that you need to use your psychic shooting to
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
hit all in
You know
one
what
go.
that reminded me of? One of the bosses in Wind Waker. There's a boss where you
Mhm.
have to, like, kill all the little with your boomerang, you have to hit boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom to, like,
Uh-huh.
make him fall, and I was like,
Yeah.
"That's exactly like Wind Waker was."
Yeah.
Um, and I was like, "Look at you using recycled mechanics,
That's very
Nintendo."
Nintendo. But the where it's for you, it's like you're going right into shooting.
Mm,
I'm actually going into scanning. So it made that boss fight, like that mini boss fight, really clunky. And I was getting really pissed off because my brain was so used to clicking X and then starting to scan rather than clicking that and then holding A, which should be a
yeah.
fairly
Or
straightforward. Yeah,
trigger.
yeah. What should be fairly straightforward suddenly becomes this like really janky, funky thing. I got there in the end, but I have to say that it's still a little bit stilted for me.
Mm.
Not a deal breaker, but I just need to maybe so for now maybe it's me and I just need to get used to it. But
No, it's the same, like, I keep on going into scanning mode, and then I'm like, "Oh,
hmm
I just wanna shoot," but I always
yeah,
like to hold my shot
yeah,
so instead of if I just tap the shoot, then it gets me out of scanning mode, but because I always hold it, it's always gonna do the psychic beam or whatever, and
yeah.
then which was fine in that boss battle because I needed it, but,
hmm
another thing in mouse mode, it was very difficult to, like, use the B, like, the jump button and like, you can when you're in mouse mode, it's like you have to it's like it's weird
Oh, the
to
way you hold
trigger
it.
yeah. It's like you
Yeah.
can't really shoot or jump. Like, you can shoot because your shoot is up here, but your
Okay.
jump was like I didn't like that. So it's like
Okay.
and good thing is you can, like, switch back and forth really quickly between the 2, but sometimes you wanna jump and shoot, and that's.
Yeah.
So, I
So
don't feel
literally,
like
if
that
you're
worked as
doing mouse, you can just pick it up and then go straight
Mhm,
into
mhm,
control
yeah,
move. That's
mhm.
Do you know what? For the ability to be able to do that on the fly, that's just incredible that
Yeah,
they've been
that's
able to do that.
nice. It's
So
nice.
cool. Yeah. Uh,
That maybe I can remap, like, to the other controller, the jump would be on my left hand. I don't maybe
mhm.
that does work, I don't know, I didn't even try it. But, that would make more sense for me.
Yeah.
Other than that, the controls, I think I'll get used to them. It's just a little bit of, like, figuring it out,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Have you done any of the, with the Pro controller just where you just tilt the controller itself?
Can you do that? To aim?
I'm pretty sure you can. So when you're Z targeting, you can so when you target something and then you can then move your cursor around anywhere, I think you can then move
Mm,
your cursor like that. So they've got just so many options for how your own play style. But I like that the game gives you all those things. What I'm currently landing on as my favorite style is just to
exactly.
lock onto them and then just keep moving around the room as
Oh,
much as I
okay.
can so
So
that like I'm constantly, trying to dodge whatever's being thrown my way.
yeah. So one thing I was surprised at is like what I would like, and maybe it's just because I like easiness, but like you like to, I like lock on, and then when you switch, like hit the button, it can like switch to the next person to lock onto,
Yes. Yeah.
and it doesn't do that. It's like oh, now I have to like find
Mhm.
them because the lock on. Sometimes it locks on beautifully, perfectly, and everything, and
Yeah.
then other times it's like you lock on and it's not. It won't lock on who you want them to lock. It's who you want it to lock on to. Does that make sense?
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
And that's annoying me.
I noticed that. I'm glad you bring that up because I noticed that in, one area as you're in the building process of building Viola, there's almost like these, like, um, sort of like robot angels that kind of break through the glass or whatever, and there's, like, 2 of them that will be up in the air, like, shooting at you, and then 1 will be on the ground, like, sort of zipping at you, and so you have to kind of move around the room fairly quickly, or at least that's my strategy for how I did it. But like getting the lock on that I needed because everything was moving so frantically, it was exactly what you said. It just wasn't really registering. I think I've kind of got the hang of it. Um, but it's also not like so awful because this game is kind of forgiving in the combat
It
piece. Like,
is.
you don't have to it's not like Call of Duty precision perfect shooting. So it allows that sort of arcadey style. It's not like simulation. So I think the balance is kind of all right.
Yeah. Have you died?
I have died.
I've only died once, and that was because I was stupid, but
Yeah, I've died. I think I've died 3 times.
mm.
Um,
Her
yeah.
scream, oh my god. "Ah!" I was like, "Oh
Yeah.
my god, she really did die."
But I also, when she gets hurt, for some reason, it doesn't really sound like a Samus like
Mm.
noise to me. For some reason, I think that's a little
She goes,
off.
"Ah." I don't know.
Yeah.
She
Uh-huh.
sounds very, whimpery when she's very
Mhm.
loud when she gets hurt, but
Yeah.
she doesn't speak to any other little companion so far.
Yeah, this is the loudest of her death yeah, hurt noises she's ever made, that I can remember at least, but,
Yeah.
um, I also love the variety of the environment so far, like, I the this
I
of the
only
me
been in the one variety so far. Well, the forest, the Fury Green, and that Forge Fortress place or whatever,
Mhm, and
and
some of
then
the desert.
and just the desert part to get
Yeah.
to that, but
Well, I think the areas feel distinct enough, which is really good. Like, it makes it feel like, it just they've just done a really good job at making them bringing them to life and making them feel unique. But
mhm.
it's also, I don't know if maybe I'm just because, I'm playing this right now and it's been my whole day. This one feels like it's really leaning into that more like organic alien kind of vibe in terms
Okay.
of the design of the spaces. So, what I mean is, what am I trying to say? What's the reference point I'm trying to make here? Um, is it I think, is it Kurt Geiger? Is that one of the is that I'd have to look it up. I'm probably going to get this wrong, but there's something about the what he does with this artistry. It's like it's what's inspired like aliens or what have you, where it feels really mechanical, but also organic mechanical. Does that make sense? Like, yeah, I
Okay.
don't know. I'm being not very good with my description here. I need to get a bit better, but for some reason this world feels right. It feels like it's an alien planet. It's not just machines, but it is still machines plus organics, and they're mixing it really well. It's hitting right for me, is what I'm saying. I
Okay,
really
I
like it.
got you.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're
Yeah.
speaking about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um, and the, setup, like, the whole premise of the game, I
I like
yeah,
it. I
I
don't
like it.
understand why this alien race, was like, "Hey, yeah, you're the chosen one, and we really need you to be like, the whole thing, like, we just want you to preserve our history. Thanks." I'm
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
"Okay."
Well, and
Like,
and then, like,
that's all they want.
the absurdity of it all, and this is almost why I love video games. One of the reasons I freaking love video games, especially Metroid, they've literally just gone like, you've got sucked into this world, you're in this random planet, you're the chosen one, go. Like, great. That's all I really need.
And
Let
also
me just do it.
also, like, our whole world is perfect for your little morph ball and for
Yeah.
your suit upgrades. Like, wow, what a quink dink. No wonder why you're the chosen one.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it is really cool. But yeah, it works for me. It's a cool premise. Like I've heard rumblings that this is going to be a new trilogy of this world and this kind of journey that Samus goes on. So I'm so far buying it. It's still got mysterious vibes and things, and it sounds like she's becoming a god for these people. So that's kind of badass. Like she's going to be a
Yeah, but do they
total
even
goddess.
but they no longer exist.
I feel like they're gonna have to come back to life, though.
I want that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want it.
You dying for it.
I'm dying for it.
I wonder if these people died because of the Metroids,
Mm.
and she's gonna have to do something to, like, use the Metroids to bring them back or something like that. I don't know how that's all connected, into it, but, I'm
For past reference
excited.
people, we've decided that Metroids are also Pokemon
Yes, yes.
in a different timeline of Nintendo because all the Nintendo worlds
Mhm.
are connected, right? So like there's a Mario Kart race going
Somewhere.
on during this as well, but
Yeah.
this is like,
Yeah, the Nintendo Cinematic Universe or
mhm,
gaming universe or whatever.
yeah,
I think so. I'd like to live in that universe.
yeah.
Um,
And Pokemon's part of that,
mhm,
just so you
and
know.
you mentioned, Wind Waker a bit earlier, Mike. A
Yes.
lot of I haven't read many reviews because 'cause I'm trying not to, like, read too much, but one of the things I did hear, which I thought was interesting, is that this game is structured more like an old school Zelda, like an Ocarina of Time,
Okay.
like, where each of the places you go to is like a dungeon, and then you have to work your way through, and then you get out, and then you can now go to the next one.
I haven't been to a shrine yet. Apparently, there are shrines around the
I
desert,
haven't either.
and
Yeah.
um, and so that's exciting to see.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I think, regardless of what it like how it shapes up to, like, be in terms of is it similar to, Metroids? Is it really Metroid Legacy, or is it similar to Zelda? Like, I feel like at the moment, I'm really happy just having fun being back in these environments and getting to play a Prime again. It feels like a really strong start to, a Metroid Prime, and great, I'm happy.
I'm
Let's keep it
happy.
going, yeah.
The Metacritic score gave it an 81, which is still a good
Mhm.
score, not as good as the other primes. However, I love Metroid Prime, don't get me wrong, the original, but this one I like this setup better already just because the other one I was like I said, it was so hard for me to finish. I had to like look up how to beat it.
Yes.
This one I feel like,
Yeah.
oh, I feel like I know it. I feel like I got a little help now. So yay. I
Mhm.
can enjoy
Okay.
it better.
Well, that's cool, and I hope that, like, I hope that the discourse around the Mackenzie character, like,
It's only
finds its
him, right?
footing. No, there's more. There's,
No,
like,
what I mean
5.
is the discourse is only from about him.
Oh, so far. I don't know about the other characters yet that
From
we
what I
come
heard, the other
across,
ones
but
aren't as bad.
okay, that's good. And I'm sure people will soften on him, and it will be fine. It's just a bit of a uproar about it all because it is a different tone, right? Like,
Mhm.
let's not like get around the bush. It is different. It's trying different things, but if that's going to bring more people into Metroid and help them have fun, then yeah, fine, let's do it. Um,
Yeah, for sure. Like, I mean,
hmm
the game hasn't had great sales in the past, like
hmm
as great as other games. So maybe this will do it for it.
I hope so. I mean, it's got a tall like challenge ahead of it. Picking up on the Metascore critic,
Meta Meta
Metacritic score.
Shamalama Ding Dong.
On that score is, you know, this game has taken so long to come out. Like, I almost feel like it's impossible for it to
Get a perfect
satiate,
score.
yeah, either get a perfect score or satiate people because there's all of that baggage of going, like, we've been waiting for however, like, 7 or 8 years, and we
Mhm.
know the development cycle it's gone through, and I don't think that, like, it's a problem to look through that lens when you start thinking about your opinion of the game and rating it, because that is kind of part of the experience sometimes with games is the build up and the marketing beats and all those things. But I hope it's not like over influencing, people's final scores. But
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not.
Some
But
people are very critical of it and like too critical because I was reading
uh-huh.
some people's thoughts and I'm just like, get over it. Like, calm down. It's not that serious. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the game is so far from what I've been like the 2 hours I've been in it. I'm just like, it's fine. I love it. It's great. It's
Yeah.
exactly what I thought it would be,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm excited to see what else is down the road. I haven't even got to the open world part, so.
Yeah. I mean, and that could change. You never know. I mean, the first few hours, you're absolutely right. It's been really good. It's feeling like more Metroid Prime. I'm feeling like an old friend is returned kind of vibes.
Mhm.
But let's see what happens as the game starts to progress. And if some of that stuff does start to show up that people are being a bit more critical about. Um, and you know what? I think people should be critical about things. Like, I think we need to have good discourse around gaming because and have different viewpoints, right? Because
Mhm.
not everything should just get a pass because it's a historic game like Metroid or a historic franchise. A franchise.
Franchise, like Merry
Franchise.
Quizmois.
Merry Quizmois. Um,
Franchise.
so yeah, I'm trying to keep like there's two parts of me right now. There's trying to be the kind of critical game player who is really thinking about the moment to moment experience of gameplay, the kind of the mechanics, the environments, the story, all that stuff. But then there's also the part of me that's just like, fuck yeah, this is Metroid. Let's do it, right? So
Mhm.
it's trying to have both of those balances.
Little Monty is
You
like,
know,
"Fuck yeah,
yeah.
fuck yeah."
Okay, so anything else in terms of initial, impressions or talking points, Mike, that
I
you
thought it
think
was
is
interesting
worth
when it
checking
said
into?
4K, 60 frames per second or
Mhm.
120 at 1080, and I was
Yep.
like, "Ooh," it was tempting, but then I was
Yeah.
like I said before, I can't tell the difference. So,
Which one did you
s
choose?
4K,
Yeah, me
even
too.
though I don't even think I have a 4K TV. I mean, I'm sure
Um,
I do because
I
all
bet you
TVs now are
do,
4K. It's not that old.
because it probably wouldn't let you have the option to do it if you didn't have it. Like, the
It
game
has
can probably.
HDR. I don't see stuff like that. So,
Okay.
and then it's the dreaded screen that comes up. It says where you can barely see the screw attack symbol. I'm
I
like,
hate
I
it.
don't know what to do. I don't know
Yeah.
what to do. I was like, I can still
I
see it.
It's such a struggle. I give up. I mean, I just try to go to, like,
I
yeah,
just left
I
it to where it
yeah.
was. Wherever it set it at automatically, I was like, that's where it's staying.
Oh, no, if I did that, I'd be like, "Oh, I need to tinker with it." So I
No,
tinker
because
a
I
little
always
bit,
like
but,
it a little
like,
brighter. Because I
okay.
always, yeah,
Yeah.
everything's so dark in this world. I
Well,
want to see a little light.
maybe that's why when I looked at it on the handheld, it was a little bit too dark. So, yeah, because maybe I need
Maybe you
to.
can readjust it
Yeah.
for
You can.
handheld.
You can go into the settings and check it out. I do wanna try out the 720. I mean, the 720 120 hertz mode on handheld just to see what that looks like, but boy, it's just looking so good in the crisp 4K. This game is just it's good to look at. It's so nice.
I'm happy it's
Um,
here. I
yep,
feel satisfied. I have read
yep.
people have finished it in like 16 hours, so I'm just kind of like, "Ugh."
Mhm.
Well, hopefully it takes me a little. It will take me longer because I'm obsessively scanning. So
Yeah, the 16-hour game that Mike turns into a 90-hour game.
I have. I'm excited to see if they'll have any DLC for it. I'm just thinking of like I don't know if there's
Hmm.
like if this is like a beginning to end, the story's over, or if there's more
Right.
open world things aside, like I don't know, little side quests. I don't know, some cool
Mhm.
stuff they add to the world. I don't
Mhm.
know. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Because Metroid's never really had a DLC before. So.
No, no, they haven't. And, if what is there, like, extra missions that you could go do? Or
Maybe
maybe it
they'll
would
add
be like,
pinball.
hold on a minute. I'm so glad you said that because the morph ball sections are so cool. I
With
love these
but then and
sections.
then the electricity things, I was like, those are
Yep.
like pinball things.
Yeah. And I was like, this is the Metroid Prime pinball that I would absolutely love to play. It looks so good. I wish they would do something like that. Um, or maybe they'll do like a boss mode, a boss rush mode or something, or like maybe an extra hard, like
And it's like a
one shot
pinball
or
style.
whatever. Oh yeah. Oh, that could be quite cool. Um, who knows? Who knows? But I suspect that, like you said earlier, that this game doesn't sell as well as all the rest of the Nintendo's franchises. I think they're gonna get this out. They're gonna be done with
There's
it.
nothing else for the Switch 2 unless you're obsessed with Kirby Air Raiders, which I haven't even touched, but
Yeah. Yeah, I think they released it at the right time for the holiday because people are gonna get this for Christmas. They're gonna want something new to play. They'll go to Metroid because it'll be, one of the only things that they can kind of pick up if beyond the already billions of titles that are on the Switch, the original Switch that are compatible with. But yeah, so hopefully the timing on this gives it the legs it needs.
I did scream at one point, like, I didn't realize there was somebody behind me, and I turned, and there was, like, this bug behind me, and I was like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
It got me. It got me.
It does have its, kind of spooky vibes, so that's fair enough.
It's not as scary as past ones so far.
No.
It's a little the
No.
world is very light,
Mhm.
so far. I'm not
And
scared.
what I haven't really tuned into is what or hasn't stood out for me. The music has kind of just not really, like, I haven't really registered it yet. I'm sure it's good, but I wanna start really thinking about, what's the music doing? Because
My favorite part is
yeah.
just the I can't
Mhm.
even do it, but
Yeah.
it's like that harmonic opera style,
Yeah.
whatever. I love that part.
It's so cool. Yeah, those sort of angelic, like,
Mhm.
voices whenever you get a power up or what have you. Yeah, it's just, yeah, it's such a good sound, such a good sound. Um, so if you had to, based on first impressions, Mike, rate it with a top, bottom, or side,
Mm.
how would you rate your first impressions with Metroid Prime 4 Beyond?
It's a bottom right now.
The bottom?
It's very
Okay.
inviting and
Yep.
mysterious,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
I'm figuring it out as I go. I'm sure it'll
Yeah.
turn into a verse.
Yeah, I'd agree. It's serving bottom for me at the moment. I think it's serving hungry bottom because there is, like, more that I want to get into, and I think it's probably going to turn into a power bottom at some point because it's like going to be really, it's really going to flex its challenges in all the right ways.
Why did I ever come up with this rating system?
I'm living for it. Yeah, I live for it. It's brilliant. It's amazing.
It is definitely, it is mysterious, it is inviting, it
Mhm,
is I can't wait to see what else is to come,
totally.
and, yeah, I'm excited. I probably will finish it by next week, before Christmas for sure.
Oh, well, you've gotta finish it within the next 2 weeks because we have a spoiler cast coming up, Mike. It's in the
I can
calendar,
be like
so
you and just spoil the game because I was too lazy to finish the game.
Bonanza kept going on and on and on. I had time set
I
aside, and
finished that
then
game so
work went
quickly.
coconuts, and I couldn't finish it in time, but I was like, let's get the spoiler cast out." That
Yeah,
was that was
oh.
literally me sitting through a spoiler cast with you. It was great.
Well, maybe I will be as well.
No, I think we're gonna finish it. I think we'll finish it in
What else
time,
do I
but,
do?
well, you do so many things, Mike. You do so many good things. Like, scan every item in,
Every item.
Metroid Prime 4. Um, cool. All right. Well, listen, listeners, have you been playing Metroid Prime 4 Beyond? What are your initial impressions? Leave some comments in the comments section below. Tell us what you think. Do you love it? Do you hate it? What do you really think of Miles McKenzie? Be honest. We can take it. We would love to hear your thoughts as you play throughout the game. So do email in your thoughts. If you'd like to, you can send us an email at gamers@outofsyncgaming.co.uk. That is gamers at outofsyncgaming.co.uk. Let's celebrate. We got a new Metroid Prime out, and we all want to talk about it. Check out our socials. Mike, where can people find us on socials?
We are on the socials on TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, Discord, Out of Sync Gaming, super easy to find. And
Mhm.
yeah, check us out on there. Like and comment, and we'll post some shorts as well. And I will definitely post right now my fail of booting up into Metroid and my scare.
Yeah, definitely go check us out on all the socials. And yeah, if you also could hit the like and subscribe button for YouTube. We are growing our audience and we are looking to hit 1,000. And by the end of the year, I think we can still pull it off. Let's see what happens. Let's have high goals, I think, Mike. Let's go for it. So yeah, subscribe, like, all that good stuff.
Like and subscribe.
All right. Well, I think that's about it for our initial impressions. I want to end this podcast so I can go play some more Metroid Prime 4 Beyond and
Same.
keep cracking on. But until next time,
Play Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. And whatever you want to.
bye.
Bye.
Bye.